Real Casual Podcast. Hey guys, welcome to Real Casual. My name is Jules.
I'm Jessie.
And today we have our special friend, Brody. How you
Thank you
doing,
for
mate?
having me. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome. How you doing?
It's a pleasure. Good, thank you. It's
Yeah.
been a good day.
Welcome to Leichhardt.
Yeah.
It's been an experience. I'll tell you that.
Doesn't matter. Look, we got some fun drinks today.
Yes,
I'm
we gotta
so excited.
Get them out of these
pretty
ugly
keen.
bags.
Okay, so we've all got each other some mystery beers. Ethan's over here as well.
Yeah.
We've got our producer. He's got a bloody mystery beer over there as well.
So they're all
no,
really
they're
good
all great
beers.
beers.
And we
Yeah.
haven't specifically said that any
They're
of these
all-
are
We don't
bad.
even know what they are yet.
Delicious and hand chosen by yours truly. So let's reveal it. Let's get them out of the
I'm just gonna
bag.
go straight in.
I think I got the one I wanted.
Bliss Lager.
Okay, let's give it
Cloud
a...
9, baby. A
Okay.
hazy IPA. 1.8 standards. A beautiful
Okay.
blue can. It is just staring at you. Just like,
Gorgeous.
it just looks like heaven to me right now. Cloud
Cloud
9,
9.
just like the best club in the world.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
next.
if you're legally allowed to actually show that much of the.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you like can shout
Let's
it
cut
out.
all of that
Sorry,
out.
No. I think we'll just play on until
Let's just
someone...
say,
Yeah.
look at this beautiful beer. Ethan, your turn. Show us how it's done.
I will literally pay someone to swap with me
What is
How
it? What is it?
much?
What
How
is
much?
it?
because
What
it's
is it?
ginger and pale ale, which is the two things that will literally fuck my stomach for about a week.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't mind.
But you got the one you want. So.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
I've
you got the one you want.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean, I do love
Okay.
pink
Come to
galah,
me. Come to me.
pink galah, pink lemonade sour beer.
It's going to be a mystery whichever one I drink.
Oh,
in.
wow.
Yeah,
what
let's
another
do it.
surprise.
Wow,
Oh,
what a
wow, what
surprise.
is it?
Ginger and pale ale.
It's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Okay,
don't know how to
let's
crack it
I'm
with
gonna
one
crack
hand.
this.
Oh, all at once or?
Okay, three,
Ready?
two,
Three,
one.
2, 1.
All over the mic.
I'm doing some beer cracking ASMR.
That's so
That's
good.
so smart.
That
Wait,
is
no,
so
let
good.
Ethan do his ASMR. Slurp. Yes, beautiful,
That's
beautiful,
so
beautiful,
sick.
beautiful.
Yum.
Thoughts? Yeah, I want to get the rundown.
Delicious. Let me have one more taste. Let me have one more sip.
Some
One more.
describing words
Go
would be good.
It is phenomenal.
Is it actually?
It's great. Go
How's
try
Yulee's is a
some.
good pub. I actually really
Yeah.
like Yulee's.
Yeah, is it?
Marrickville, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's one in
Byron?
one in the city. There's
one in Byron?
Alexandria, I think, as well.
Okay,
There's
love
the one
it.
that does the Middle Eastern food for the that we went for the pub
Vegan.
I thought that was Thai.
I think it's either
be
vegan or
either.
I don't know
veggie.
whether you got, I think you're talking about the wrong
Pretty
We
day.
loved it.
I think we did
Yulee's
the pub
brews.
crawl. It was Yulee's, and I think it was Thai.
And
Vitamin
veggie.
D.
Veggie. Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway,
Do you like
fun
your
drinks. Mine's delicious.
I picked
and
that one.
I could have
Oh,
100
great pick,
more
Brody. I
Yeah.
love the can. I think you win on the can
aesthetically.
aesthetic.
I thought it looked. It tells a story.
Yeah.
It's tangy. It's delicious, and I feel like I'm in an ad.
Love that.
You actually are in an ad
Yeah,
if you look
well.
around.
Let's go.
Ethan,
All right.
you like your drink?
I love my drink. I mean, look, to be honest, it's bliss.
Oh,
just like you. So I'm gonna ask Brody. What? Take us back to a young Brody, young lad.
Yeah.
When you
Wasn't that
first
long
got your
ago.
first game, your first console. I want to hear about your first experience of the game.
Yeah. So I guess I probably had I had a PS2. I had an original Xbox with like Crash Bandicoot and all that.
Yeah. Nice.
But it was definitely like GTA 5 San Andreas, an 8-year-old. That was my game.
GTA 5.
No, not GTA 5, GTA San Andreas, sorry.
Oh, I was like, how long has that game been out for?
No, GTA.
It's still five.
Just the San Andreas one.
Okay,
Yeah,
love it.
Do you remember
that was my one.
Such a good game. You played San Andreas?
Shit, here we go again.
Yeah.
I've only played 5.
That makes
Really?
you a young baby because that PS2, I had the PS1,
Yeah.
22 years
I had
old.
the
young
game
baby.
GameCube. Was that before PS1 or was that same era?
I think that was just after.
And what was the slot one?
Nintendo 64. Yeah.
That was
64,
good.
Genesis.
It's all before my time.
Yeah.
Came out
What
in
was your first
1964,
GTA?
I think.
GT Vice City.
Vice City.
Yeah, Nan got it for me. She didn't know what she was getting me.
Nan got me mine as well.
Rock
Classic.
my world.
Go, Nanny.
Go, Nan.
Thank you. Yes, Nan.
So the one with like CJ and you're riding the bike everywhere.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
right?
That's San Andreas.
That's
Yeah, San Andreas.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. So that was my one. Had all the cheat codes written down.
In
you
the
know.
in the little book.
I had my own little book,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
with
yep,
all my
yep,
little
yep,
cheat codes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I lost that a long time ago.
What was your
but,
favorite cheat code? Do you remember any?
To be honest, probably just like limited money.
Yeah.
You know, just to like, so I had no limitations.
Like Sims,
Yeah.
Motherload.
yeah, exactly. Just
So
give
you
me it
got-
all.
That takes us to the Yakuza game coming out, the Infinity Money. It's a new game coming out next year.
It's called Yakuza Infinity Money.
That's exactly what it's called. I know. It looks so sick. They just came out
Wow.
with a new gameplay trailer. I think it dropped at like 4 packs. I think it saw not 4 packs, but at packs.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I remember going to the cheat codes. My favorite one was flying car, and
Yeah.
the faster you go, like the further up you can get. And then,
Unlimited. Just
yeah,
keep going.
It was
I-
so sick.
Is Brody the big Yakuza head that's got you into
No.
Oh,
I got
right.
another Yakuza head.
Yeah,
Couple Yakuza
that's not me.
headphones.
It-
Yakhead, they call 'em.
CSGO
It's the
guy.
Yaks.
Not CSGO, Siege guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Big
I play a lot of
head.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Siege, lovely.
Yeah, that's like the game I play
That's
24/7.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
It was, it was
damn.
the only game installed on my computer for like the first 3 years of owning the computer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, thank you very much for volunteering yourself to take yourself away from that and play a bit of Starfield
that's
for us.
okay. That's okay. It was a much different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much different game.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
That's
All right.
great. That's
So
great.
today we're going to go through a couple games, big games that you guys have been playing,
Yep.
and then dive into some stuff that's coming out or has
stuff.
just come
Yeah.
out or that we want to play, you know.
Yeah.
We're real people with real jobs. We don't all have time
I don't
to
have
play
time every day.
I really
every
just wanna
single game.
I want to establish that in the podcast.
Yeah.
Just be like, we are real people. Like
Yeah.
we don't like we.
I don't know,
we're not
dude. Your
fake, we're
celebrity's
not
getting
fake.
Yeah,
pretty
we're
big.
not-
No,
I know.
I mean that in the sense of like
We're just
we
like
work
you.
full time, like real people. Like
Sometimes more than full time.
like 60 hours is like a lot of my time, and I putting that into Baldur's Gate. I feel like
That's crazy.
you know
How many hours do you have in Baldur's Gate all up?
65,
60,
65, 67, I think.
Yeah, okay.
67 hours.
I
And
think
then
I got about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jesse.
I did 20
Jesse
minutes
tapped
and then
out.
I just went-
Jesse tapped out, and I'm like,
So you've
oh,
you've
this
named
is-
your character.
Yeah, I got to
I made
character
my
creation.
character. I opened it up and I saw the like 3 different wheels of like choices you can make when you're like in combat, and I was like, not for me.
Too complicated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a bit of a learning curve, especially at the start. If you never played D&D before, so it's just like all the content in there is based off D&D lore, and D&D's been going since like the
Oh,
the 80s,
yeah,
something like
Stranger
that.
Things era.
70s, yeah.
Yeah, 70, late 70s, early
Yeah.
early 80s.
Before we get into
Did you get into
Yeah.
it? Yeah, sure.
should we go through what's in everyone's console?
I love
Is-
that.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna fit that in somewhere.
Okay,
but
why
yeah.
not? What's in yours?
Yeah, what's in your console?
Don't
Ethan?
start with me, you know.
Sounds like you want to talk about it.
no,
Got something to say
no.
over there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Since you asked, me and my girlfriend have been playing It Takes Two,
So good.
which is awesome.
I loved that game.
Yeah.
You know what got Game of the Year over something really like over God of War or something?
No.
Good. I don't see
It
God of
did.
War out there
Don't know
fixing
that.
marriages.
What's it called again?
Exactly.
It Takes Two.
It takes two.
So it's
So,
like
yeah.
co-op only, right? Co-op
Yeah.
only, yeah. And you are
Takes
two
two.
puppets that have been. You're the parents of a child
Yeah.
who are getting a divorce, and you've just told your child that you're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
And then she cries onto these handmade puppets that are
and-
of you, and then you become those puppets.
Yeah.
And then what is
like a
advertised?
trip.
Well, what is
Bad
advertised
trip.
as a cute
Bit of
co-op
woo-woo.
game
Yeah.
is like this whole story about these parents learning to love each other again.
Yeah.
To
No,
Maybe
but
my
you
mum and dad
forgot,
should play
you
that.
forgot the
Bodies.
most important character, which is like the Spanish book.
the book,
The-
which is so fucking annoying.
Okay, that was my one qualm with the game. All of the actual puzzles were really fun, but the characters, I was just like,
I have a few qualms. I have a few qualms.
Jules has qualms.
I got some qualms.
We didn't finish it because Jules was like,
I was
never
just
playing
like,
that
this
again.
is just. It's, every time I turn it on, I'm like, this is sad.
It is a little sad. It is a little
Like, we're
sad.
going through
I
a
left
divorce.
feeling worse than
and
I
you're
came to
finding
see.
all your daughter's like favorite toys and like, oh, we forgot about that stuffed
But
elephant.
Elephant thing, yeah.
Is
Let's
the daughter
kill
like?
it.
Is the daughter like no longer around?
She just
She's alive.
She's alive. She cries on you on the puppets to make you into that thing, and you become really tiny. She doesn't know what's going on.
It's all in the space of
okay.
like a day.
Yeah, and the really depressing thing is the daughter throughout the whole thing is trying to talk to the parents,
Yeah.
but because they're in the puppets' bodies, they're like asleep, and
Yeah.
she keeps coming and like,
Daddy.
like I think I've got this book that you and Mum should read because I
Yeah.
think you should talk. And the dad's just like asleep
Get
at
lost.
his desk. No, he's
Yeah.
just asleep. And she goes, "I can see you're busy. I'll come back later." I was like,
So
"Oh my god."
sad. And then you go back to your mini games, the best part of the game.
mini
and then
games
you're
are
just like,
great.
I just want to be back at the mini game, and then you go back to the door and you're like, oh.
But then,
Have you
but then
got up
you
to the
kind of get.
squirrel bit?
We just so that's we
That was
started
good.
kind of like skipping cutscenes.
Yeah.
Going in deep.
Because like you say, we have limited time to
Yeah.
play these
Yeah.
games,
Real
and then we're like,
people.
fuck this, like,
Just
this,
like
this
you.
cutscene where the book is talking is too long, so we skip it, and then all of a sudden we're like flying a
Squirrels.
plane, and there's like squirrels attacking us, and fucking's made out of underwear, and there's wasps, and I'm like, wait, what are
stick
we
to the
doing?
dialogue.
Like,
Yeah. But what I really liked about it, and this will be my last comment on it because we've gone too long already, but I really like that every single section, like they give you a new tool to work with, and it's just like completely changes the gameplay. So just as you're getting sick of
that.
that one thing
Yeah.
you're doing, you're like, cool, completely different.
and it's very much the two characters have
Yeah.
like their own things to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like you can't play the same role.
Yeah.
You get a
Yeah.
different tool, and you both have to do the.
Yeah.
It's like Overwatch. Pretty much Overwatch.
I don't know if it's
Like
solving.
Siege.
I don't know if it's solving
Same
any
as Siege.
marriages. It's caused nothing but arguments
Yeah.
in my house.
Oh,
but
really?
No, it's been great.
It was for us. It was a lot of just like Jules finished it so quick, and I'd just be like,
Just
way
waiting.
back. Wait, Jules is
And I'm
just
just like, yeah, use a
having the
pin,
best time.
pivot,
He's
turn
like,
it. Nah,
what's
you
your
didn't do-
shadow?
yeah.
You've got
What
to
is-
dash.
360.
You've got to dash. You've got to. I said you've
Give it
got
to
to
me.
dash.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Square,
LB
square, square.
down pat.
Let me do.
Let me do it.
I'll do this bit.
There's a lot of that in my house.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Oh,
of that
yeah.
in my
Oh,
house.
can you? I want to tell Ethan about you and Jordan playing
Okay.
last. Jordan is your girlfriend.
Jordan's my partner.
Yeah.
And I thought, because Last of Us, since the show, they've released it on PC.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is kind of cute. Like, we can both play, like, we can get a connected controller.
Yeah.
And we can sit together, and it can be like a little date, and we can play through The Last of Us.
Cute.
So then we start playing, we're going through it, and Jordan's playing all the parts that are like the slow and
Yeah.
walking and story parts, not so much the intense parts,
Yeah.
too scary.
Like the puzzle bit.
The walking
Oh
around.
no, she can do the puzzles. It's
Yeah.
more like
Yeah, that's what I
the like creeping through the buildings with like
Yeah,
clickers
hate
around.
that.
You're unplugging the controller and giving it to her during cutscenes. That's what.
pretty much. But that's what she likes. So
I respect
we
that.
realized that once we went through like the first tutorial, it tells us how to use the torch and all that. Once we got into combat to like have to shoot zombies, none of us could use a controller, like at all. So I was
no.
like, well, we were like aim, we were like boom, boom, boom. But like we couldn't, we were losing all our ammo. So I was like, well, the keyboard's still connected. Maybe during these times, I'll just use the mouse.
Yeah.
So we've now started to Jordan walks around with the controller and uses like the torch and all those abilities, and I aim with the mouse. So now we're playing complete.
Just one
Wow.
mega
Yeah,
person.
it's full single co-op.
Oh, so
yeah,
she's
single call. I
Amazing.
love that.
so she's shooting.
Yeah, so
And
it's-
you're
so I'm
aiming.
aiming.
That's game of the year.
That's
it's
so smart.
Two brains sync
Yeah.
alike.
It's
I
so
tell you,
sick.
we're a bit
Wait,
uncoordinated.
Is she shooting or you're shooting?
I'm
He's
clicking,
aiming.
so
You're
I'm
clicking
I'm,
as well.
I'm
Oh,
no
I get
batteries.
it.
There's no batteries.
She's just sitting there.
Got the flashlight.
So she's
No,
like doing all
no,
the flashlight because we realized we were like, oh, we'll just use the keyboard. But then we did the tutorial on the controller, so we knew none of the buttons.
Yep.
So we
Yep.
didn't know
That's
how to turn the torch on, how to use use the listening ability, how to use like random things.
Yeah.
So we figured, let's
Amazing.
get both involved, and I'll
Yeah.
sit here like this, and you can sit there with the controller. So that's what we've been
perfect.
doing.
I wonder if you could enter, like one of these big, like esports competitions
As a team.
duo for
a
like Call of
duo.
Duty or
Love
Overwatch or
that.
something.
I think we need a lot more practice.
I reckon, yeah, but you got to rock it. You got to sign up as like the big trench coat.
Oh
Like,
my god.
One hand comes out the middle.
Register with one person, please.
One hand
That
on the
would be
mouse,
so
the other one on a controller.
Perfect.
Tickets for one person only, please.
Flashlight. I don't know the button. I don't know
Crouch,
the
babe,
button.
crouch.
And they call him Solo
done
Man.
Just talking into your shirt like, go fucking left. No, I said left.
No, it's a lot of fun, but it is we're two different brains. So like
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like sprint, and then I'm like sprint, and she's like, I didn't know you wanted to sprint. And I'm like,
That's so
It's
sick.
actually good, like getting you guys on the same wavelength.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
because I was thought of we would do it as a date just to play together, and it's like instead of just one person playing and one sitting there,
Yeah.
we might complete the game 10 times slower,
Yeah.
but we had fun doing it.
But 10 times stronger for it.
Love
Yeah.
that.
That's it. We made the connection stronger.
It's
It's
not
Yeah.
about the destination, mate.
Yeah.
about the experience,
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
about the journey.
the journey.
You just the way you get there.
100%.
I mean, I didn't finish Last of Us on my own, so you guys are doing it.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So you've been playing a bit of Siege and a bit of whatever.
Yeah, well, Siege is like my main like go-to. Like, come home from work, jump
Yeah.
on a couple of games of Siege.
De-stress,
Yeah,
scream at
100%.
something.
Because it's definitely not a stressful game.
Brody he's on his computer. He has like soundboards.
Yes, so you can play like in the game. There's like different operators that can do different things.
Yep.
So once you like learn what operators do, you can kind of like while you're playing, if you can listen to something and be like, that's a certain character.
Yeah.
And they're doing their ability.
Oh.
So, but I've got a soundboard that has that ability. So I'll be playing with
That's
people.
so sneaky.
And then like there's an ability called like a dude called Fuse who puts something on the ground and it's like flunk, flunk, and it puts bombs through the floor.
That is so sneaky.
So I have had mates where I've like play it and then you just see everyone scatter. And everyone just dies because they're all holding angles. And then now they just run. And then, I'm not
Oh
much
my
of a team
God.
player.
So good.
Well, that's
That's a
sounds
real
like
piece of shit.
I know.
Dude, I get reported a lot.
Yes.
My brother has a soundboard. But he has like all these like young British kids raging and just like saying you're effing this and effing that and
Gold.
And people
just,
people start
"Bro,
raging
bro."
back at like the voice, and it's just like full going like yeah, fight me. Where do you live? And like he's still just going like
such
bro,
a prevalent.
bro.
Yeah.
It's a very sweaty, it's a very toxic game.
Very sweaty.
Very sweaty and
Really
toxic.
good for relaxing after work.
100% to let your hair down.
Toxins out.
Yeah, I want to release my rage from work. That's what I'm there for.
Yes.
So we've managed to pivot you to Starfield.
yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Like probably my favorite game ever is like Uncharted. So like I'm into like the solo story games.
Cool.
But Starfield is on a whole like another level. It's like I said, I haven't played hundreds of hours of it.
Yeah.
But it's the combat in it is I find it quite satisfying.
Is that while you're
Sick.
in a ship or are you
Bo-
out of a ship?
Both
Okay.
actually. So like the combat like on ground or like on whatever planet you're on.
Yeah.
I just find like the pulling the trigger of the guns like it's just so
Satisfying.
It's just
yeah.
satisfying.
Yeah, did you play any Starfield? I didn't play any Starfield. Did you play any Starfield, Ethan?
I
We can get straight into
did.
it.
I played. Here's the thing though. So I don't have the current gen,
Oh.
and so Dania, my girlfriend, has Xbox One.
Yep.
And I was staying at her place for a little bit. She went to work, and I was like, "Oh, fuck, you can get Starfield on this like
for
cloud gaming
free.
thing
On the Games
Love
Pass?
that.
Games Pass."
That's how I got
But
it.
it's cloud gaming because it's Xbox One, and so you need an Series X, Series S, whatever to play
Does it not support it?
No. So you
what
are
does
So
that
you
mean?
can't
So you
download it.
you're
streaming?
You're
Streaming off a
essentially
server.
streaming off a server. So you're connecting to
I play
an
it on my phone.
Xbox Series X. Yeah.
We have to get into that as well. So
It
yeah.
is. It looks like a sick game, and I can't wait to get an Xbox. But I had to stop myself because I like
Ruining
the
it.
lag.
Is it
I was,
like-
I was
okay.
ruining the
Ruining it.
experience.
That
I was like, I don't want to know anymore.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I hate it when you're playing a new game, built obviously for the next gen, and
Yeah.
you're playing it on the old gen. You're just not getting the experience,
Yeah,
and you just want to
yeah.
blow your fucking brains
Yeah.
out. It's
Oh,
just
100%.
like,
So I did.
they should not make it like it should pick one, pick a
Yeah,
side.
Yeah, they
it's
just say-
we're not set up for that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you can't play it on the Xbox One. Because
Yeah.
it's still called like the Xbox One S is still the Xbox One,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
you can play it on the Xbox. Can you?
No, it's
You
all,
can't?
No, nothing.
I mean, I didn't try, but
Because he's got the
It's
new
got to
one.
be. Yeah.
no, I played it on my computer.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got to the first the main hub planet, whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Big city.
I honestly forgot what it's
I gotta
called.
say one thing.
Yeah.
I need a bit more of an explainer of what this game's about because I know
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay,
It's Fallout
so,
space.
so-
Bethesda, right?
Yeah,
Have you played
Bethesda.
Bethesda game before?
no, I haven't.
Okay.
Other than
Fallout?
no, I never got into Fallout.
I've
Skyrim?
dabbled.
You dabbled?
Skyrim, surely. Oblivion.
I played a bit of Skyrim, but that was before I got into like playing games a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, right.
Like Skyrim was like a bit out of my realm. I was playing COD.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
two different kind of games.
Very.
we got a good like 5 years on him, so like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
give me 5 years and then we'll come back. We'll come back. You start off as like this miner on this random moon or
Okay.
this random planet.
Cool.
And you're mining for this like material and you end up going into like this cave where you find like a special material, which is like, I don't know what it is yet.
Yep.
But it's like, it's what we're looking for.
Cool. It's the
And-
big.
My character, she touched it and she went through like this portal and then woke up like she had passed out. So you go into like some combat after that, and then you kind of get a bit of gist of the story of like, you're now a part of being like an explorer of the world. You're no longer going to be a miner. You're going to be like this explorer. And I mean, like if I lived in like way in the future and I was a miner and then I got told I was allowed to go to like different planets.
Given a ship, someone just gives you their ship.
mad.
at the
Someone
top.
gives you
Nice.
their
Yeah.
ship and then
But that's the story. It kind of feels a bit clunky.
Okay.
Like,
Why was that so sassy?
Sorry, I didn't mean that to come.
I couldn't
be
tell
presented
you
that way.
I couldn't tell you the whole story
But
because
so he touched a rock and now he wants to be an
So,
explorer.
no,
Just
so
out
no,
of
he doesn't
you-
want to be. He's kind of
epiphany?
forced into it, kind of thing.
Is it like
Forced into a
this-
different realm or
Yeah.
something?
Well, no,
Oh,
there's
okay.
this group called the
Explorers.
What are
They're like space explorers.
they're called
Yeah.
the collective or something like that, and they are looking for all the original pieces of the universe. I think is something like that. It's
Okay.
about learning where we came from and all
Yeah,
sorts of stuff.
greater than yourself, sort of.
That's
thing.
it.
Yeah,
And when
yeah,
you
yeah,
touch
yeah.
this thing, you sort of become imbued with its power in some way.
You like get a vision. You don't get
Okay.
teleported. You get like
Classic.
a vision.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now
Chosen one sort of vibe.
Yeah,
Chosen
yeah,
one
love
sort of
it, love
vibe,
it.
and
Okay.
now you're
Sold.
now you're a piece of the bigger puzzle, and you have to sort of start.
Love it.
Go
Okay.
through from
Making
planet
some
to
sense.
planet. So
Have
like,
you-
And
But it's very classic, like Fallout Skyrim. So you can choose, your alignment in some ways, and other factions
like,
come in.
that's
and
what I mean. I don't know
like-
much about the story because I get distracted,
Yep.
and I'm like the minds, like
Pivot.
I was getting big
What?
Godzilla vibes,
Right.
because they all have mines that you go into to find resources and
Like
stuff
the
like that.
different planets?
Yeah, like different planets. They
Okay.
have different mines and stuff like that. But when you go into the mine, have you ever seen, it's a dumb reference, but you know the first Godzilla movie when they're like in the mine
Like-
and they find the butterfly like
Yep.
hibernating?
Like the moth?
And they did
Yeah,
that
the
in,
moth thing.
in
Yeah, the
the
moth thing.
in the King
Haven't
Kong
seen
movie
it.
as well.
Yeah. So now that I say it, no
Which we'll
wonder
come
it
back to.
reminded me of.
Jules loves Skull Island.
That's a good segue for later. Yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah.
do that here. Portals.
Now
that.
that I'm saying it out loud and I'm saying no wonder it reminds me of it, it's because they're both just mines.
They're
they're
inside of
just-
mine. Yeah,
they're
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
mines.
Have you ever seen a mine?
In Starfield, can you just like choose like fuck the vision? I'm just gonna keep picking my axe.
Okay.
You can
yeah.
actually choose
So
that.
you can just be the miner. You don't have
just,
to
like,
explore.
I just want to be that NPC.
Well, if you don't want to go do any side quests or any main story, you can just go
I
to
love
different
that.
mines and just mine stuff, get XP. Stuff
There's
like that.
there's over 1,000 planets to survey.
Yep,
and
love
you
that.
can,
They have like 35 new
okay.
creatures in it. They don't have any dogs or cats.
So you don't have to kill any dogs or
Dogs and cats they've all died out apparently.
Oh, okay.
They've all died out, but they
Makes
all have like
sense.
weird creatures such as like I
Cat
can't even tell
dog.
you. Yeah, cat dog. yeah. Like big rhino-looking
Cool.
monster
Yeah.
things, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Just random things like that.
Okay.
Right.
But it's a pretty cool game so far.
Yeah.
The ship designs are sick.
And,
And
you can
fully
upgrade your
customizable.
ship.
Yeah.
Yes, that's I haven't gotten to that part exactly,
Okay.
but
Because Jules was saying you're someone you knew said that we have to get like 15 hours in for it to get good.
Yeah, I heard it's like there's a bit of a curve to
15 hours straight, not
yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not even
not a
15
Brody
hours straight.
15 hour. Yeah.
yeah. I'm very much the similar in Baldur's Gate, but yeah, I heard you have to like get through this entry level bit before you sort of get to that main hub, which I think you guys are at or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't
Or
know.
well,
Maybe it
actually,
wasn't
the
15
main
hours.
hub is actually like
That's very quick.
it's like
Oh,
10.
that's-
It's like
maybe
it's
there's
like 10
another bit
minutes
after
into
that.
the game.
They-
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
I believe Ben
don't
was
have an
saying that
Xbox.
it's about 15 hours of like
Who
kind
has
of
that
just
time?
figuring a lot of it out, and then you start getting upgrades. You start being your ship gets faster and
The
all that
skill
sort of shit.
tree
Yeah.
has confused me
Right.
because the skill tree is like you have all these things you can unlock in different like areas, but you can only unlock this, say a certain one, if you've already unlocked like a different one, and it's all intertwined, and it's
Rude.
like it's so.
So you can't just like go down one path.
Yeah, it's not just like boom, 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 and
Yeah.
it like splits off. It's not easy.
Is it
Nah.
like a spread out from the middle?
Nah, so it's like there's like drop down menus kind of thing. Like you click on
Ew.
your menu.
First of
and
all,
Yeah,
Gone.
it's very
Is that
confusing.
old school.
I don't like
Jess,
it.
we're
Don't like
big
it
into
already.
UI. We like sort of like
Yeah.
going through menus.
I'm
and
a
like
big menu
interface.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
As it
it's
is
quite,
my job.
It's quite,
It's the first to
Persona
look
5
at.
is one of the Persona 6 is actually one of the best UIs. It got
was it?
applauses at what was it? The
It
big
got
conference?
applauses.
Yeah, at the big
More than
gaming
one
conference.
applause.
Yeah,
A few
just
applauses,
constantly.
like ovations, standing ovations.
Yeah.
That's iconic.
The king of
Love that.
applauses. Yeah, but so it wasn't a great user interface. So
It's
for
not that
your
it was-
experience.
I mean, it probably was great if I learnt it for 15 hours.
Yeah, but that means
love
it's
this beer, by
bad.
the
You
way.
know,
This is
like
so
like
good.
it was just.
I mean, I had no issue with the UI.
That means.
Mine's actually pretty good as well. You know, I'm quite surprised.
but
Yeah.
it's going with
It's
my
a lot.
outfit as well. So
Oh, that's so
It's
smart.
so good. I didn't pick that myself, and I also want to point out.
I was gonna point that out before. How fucking high your socks,
so
dude.
last time I was on the podcast, I was like, I kept on seeing my like shins
Too much
pointing out,
ankle.
so I just like decided to put on these fun socks.
You need to be a bit modest.
And then, but it
Just
goes.
keep going.
It's like my skiing socks. It's like my snow. So DC, if you want to sponsor us,
Oh god.
little
Yeah.
plug. Why not?
I can't even see your socks. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh really?
Camo.
Full camo.
Camo. Yeah.
Funny. Good one.
The ship design in Starfield is sick, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I have seen
mad.
I have seen certain things on it.
There's a
Such
great
as?
Reddit page of like best ship
So-
designs because it's
okay.
fully customizable. People make transformers.
When you
and
say
shit.
fully customizable
Your
Sell me.
cockpit can be like.
wherever you want.
yeah, some designs work better than others,
Yeah.
but it's a modular building system.
Right.
So
Kind of
you
like
get-
Lego.
It's like Lego, yeah.
And like
Yeah.
once you edit it, it's not like when you go inside it, it's the ship you made.
Yeah.
So like even the inside is the ship
That's
you made, which is
cool.
pretty
That's
sick.
cool.
It's not just like a loading
Have you
screen.
entered planets yet? I've heard that's like a thing as well. Like you can't like just go in like No Man's Sky and just ride onto the planet. You have to sort of like
There's a
load,
cutscene. Yeah.
and then you get a cutscene, so it's not just like seamless.
Who gives
and
a
then
shit?
I-
Who
yeah,
gives
everyone-
a
How
shit?
long is it?
When that came out, everyone was like picking it apart. And I'm
On
just
the
like, that's kinda
Xbox
like-
One?
If No Man's Sky came out, what, like 3 years ago before it, and it could do that with like the Xbox One, and now we can't do it on this new one.
Brody
And
might
then-
not remember this, but like we had to wait for the internet to boot up. Can people get over it?
Okay, I was
Yeah.
around when Wi-Fi wasn't a real thing. I may have been like 5, all right, or
When
4.
you had to use the phone or the internet?
I remember, I remember playing Minesweeper on the computer.
Yes.
That's all we had.
That was, yeah, perfect.
It's. I mean, people are comparing it. The reason the like thing with it not having the being able to just land straight on a planet is bugging people is because there's been a big comparison to No Man's Sky.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
Right.
just different
I've
games.
seen
Yeah.
a
They're
lot
very
of
different games.
I've seen a lot of people having issues with that. They were promised 1,000 planets and they can explore the planet, when realistically, yeah, okay, 1,000 planets, but you don't get to explore the whole planet.
So it's just the
So,
mind.
so it's just not just the mines. There's like other things, like
1,000
buildings and
mines.
stuff like that. Yeah, 1,000 mines.
Cool.
But it's like you load in on one part of the planet, and then but if you just run off, you hit walls,
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what I
thing.
heard.
and
So
it's
say
all
there's-
invisible walls. Like
There's,
it's,
there's invisible walls. So it's
Yeah.
like
Not
Just
even
go
just
back to your
like
ship. Go,
can't
the missions
climb.
this
Yeah,
it
way.
takes
It's-
fucking
like,
ages to
it's
get
seeds
to
of
them.
like planets are generated of
and
seeds.
there's seeds. Yeah. So you land in like a seed where you have like a certain area and
Right.
you can explore, but it's not like the whole planet you can explore. But there's nothing around.
That's
so it's
very-
like there's
But
no
they- It
reason
feels
to
like,
explore.
like a Fallout. It's like Fallout in space.
They
Like you just
should've
have like
put-
maps unlock the next area.
But you can, I
Should've put
believe,
something in.
like you can get back in your ship, fly up, go around a little bit further on the planet, land again, and it will generate a seed for that. But it's just another box on the planet. It's just that
Right.
you can't walk around the whole planet in one go like you can on No Man's
That's
Sky.
a very
But-
strange choice.
But to be honest, like on No Man's Sky, it's boring to
Yeah.
walk around.
well,
the
that's
whole
what I was
planet.
saying. Like you
there's-
can walk around, but it's just
But who
it's just like
cares? Yeah.
imagine walking on Mars and nothing there. It's just rocks.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's like there's
Yeah.
nothing there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
why would you be doing it anyway?
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's kind of like an
People
empty,
just
like,
want it to
complaint.
have it.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
want it because it's what they said they may get, and then it's like, how many hours are you going to be spending running across the desert? You know,
I know, and
Exactly.
the only reason we know it is because someone did it and was
Yeah.
like, "I've been running for ages and there's nothing. It's boring." You're like, "Yeah, if you ran for ages in the desert here, it'd be fucking boring.
yeah,
like, there's
100%.
nothing there.
There'll be nothing there.
Stick to the mines, dude.
There's a city, and
Yeah,
that's the
sick
fun
mines.
part of
And-
the planet."
Have you gone on like supposedly there's like repeated mines and stuff like that? I've seen.
I have.
You've
I have seen. So I've.
no,
you
that's
go in.
dodge.
You go into one mine. There are different mines, but you go into one mine, you pretty much know the mine. Every mine you go into,
But-
it's like
but-
you go down a little area, and then it opens up, and you go down a little cave. It's just like copy paste.
But
That's
to be
kinda
fair,
what- yeah.
if you go to a mine here, like one mine, you've seen them all, right? Like we all
Look.
mine the same way.
I can't argue with that.
I want to see some mines. We
Yeah.
should
If
go,
anything,
like,
it's just,
yeah.
it's
All right,
just
let's watch
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Starfield. What do you reckon? Like you haven't put enough.
Like I said, so far, if I put
Yeah.
not more effort, more time into it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon I'd love
yeah,
it.
keen to come back to that
Yeah,
one. see
I
how
need
it
to
goes.
come back,
I'd love to
you
hear
know,
more
it's
of the
just-
end
Yeah.
story and like
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
a couple more hours into that.
Just
Yeah.
a couple.
100%. I think it's just not enough time,
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
but so far it's pretty good.
Honestly, October and August and like
been
September.
jam-packed.
It's been gold mines. So many
Yeah.
games. And another one we got like as soon as it came out on PS5 was Baldur's Gate. Jesse got it for us. And
I played it first.
she's like, we're gonna play it together. This is gonna be so good.
so excited. I was like, perfect for the podcast. Like, I'll do one, you do the other. Like, we both go different, see like how we go. And then I made my girl. She had purple skin. I spent so long. I was like, I'm gonna be a dragon girl. Like, so much fun. Big ponytail. When you like, she goes like this. It like whips around. Hectic. I felt like I was playing The Sims. And then started playing the game, and I was like
Nah.
overwhelmed.
It's a
I'm
lot
overwhelmed.
when you first get into it. So if anyone who doesn't know, it's a fantasy game. Like you're playing as elves. You're playing as like there's a dragon race. There is like a human. There's a dwarf. There's a gnome.
Bard.
There's
I
12.
can give you the races if you like.
yeah, there's
You've got
12 different races.
elf, tiefling, drow, human, Githyanki, dwarf, half elf, halfling, gnome, dragonborn, and half orc.
How do you
Love it.
choose?
I know that's so. I spent like what, maybe 2.5 hours just like making my character.
And then the subclasses.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is
So-
so detailed. It was so overwhelming.
I kind of like made it easy for myself. I'm like, I'm gonna make because we're listening to Lord of the Rings. I'm like, I'm gonna make Legolas. I'm gonna call him Leaf, and he's gonna be a ranger.
Toro Quest
He's gonna have
reference.
this sick blonde hair. He's gonna have Legolas with tats, like just tatted
Yeah.
to the nines.
He's
like,
like,
he's just
he's like sexy Legolas.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Legolas is
I
very
mean,
like,
Legolas
clean
is already
cut.
pretty sexy.
yeah. I mean,
Or, like
just
clean
like,
cut Legolas or like shaggy Legolas. And that's what
I'll
Jules
just
is
take
like.
him in
So
general.
I loved it. But it is like tabletop rules. So every interaction you go to, there's like a dice roll.
Yeah.
And like you get to like based on your character's abilities, you'll like see something with perception. Like maybe there's a survival check or there's like intelligence check.
And what does that mean?
So all throughout it is so detailed. This is like people are calling like
Sounds
game-
overwhelming just you telling me
Right?
this. And this
I know.
sounds like the
And
start of
that's
the
not
game.
even the hard bit.
That's what I
know,
mean.
I know.
It sounds like you're explaining the menu.
So
and I'm like,
but like once you like I've gotten my head well and truly around it now and I'm just like obsessed. I'm glued to this thing. Like I'm so immersed and like every decision is my decision. There's like no matter what you run into, there's always like 4 options between like different variations of how you want to go about it. And like it's sending me on this butterfly effect path, which is just totally different from every other experience that other people I've seen playing it as well.
It does seem absolutely insane. I have no idea where you would start, like coming up with all these branching storylines.
Yeah.
It sounds
how long? Do we know how long it was in like development? Yeah, that's the word. I was
dwibbling. Development.
It was
He
developed-
just dribbled.
No. It's no.
I'm not loving it, you. I'm sorry.
No. It kicked back. No, I
Dwibbled.
and then I'm like, I want to answer this, and then it just hit the bottom, and then it smacked me on the nose.
Oh, actually, we've got data here.
Yeah, no,
I was about to say. I was just looking at it.
Development for
6
6
years.
yeah.
years.
So
6
so
years.
Larian, it was like a 400 person team, was it?
450.
450 over 6 countries. They developed it over 6 years, which I think is pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's not incredibly long, but like
And
I would expect
released
it to be longer.
23 years after the last, which was Baldur's Gate 2.
yeah,
Wow.
The last iteration.
There's
as well.
Divinity as well. Is like another
So
series
this
between
isn't the
it.
first of its kind. This
Well,
is
it's
like
number.
Well,
It's
number
the
3,
third.
mate. Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
3.
Gate
Oh, no,
3.
I thought everyone just says, "Oh, Baldur's Gate."
No,
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's
this is
true.
the one that like has like.
I mean, 23 years.
come
You weren't
into-
born, dude.
That's why I wasn't here for the start of it.
No, I gotta stop laughing so that. So this one is like the first one I've in my world that is like broken pop culture.
Yeah.
This is like really broken into the norm. This is like I feel like the other ones were sort of like I'm so keen to go through them now
Yeah.
and just like learn.
Well,
this
times
table-
have changed a lot as well. With
I think though Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were at the time like for PC games because I think
Yeah.
there was a bit of a divide at that
Yeah.
time for like PC and
Well,
console.
they used to have to make a different game for every console. Like
That's
you
it,
couldn't
yeah.
just like port it. They used to have to
But
go for each one.
proper like PC gamers at that time. Baldur's Gate was it like
Yeah,
and if you were a
okay.
nerd, like that was the
That was-
game.
that
right?
was
'Cause it
the
GOAT.
That was the goat because
Yeah.
it was still Dungeons
D&D,
and Dragons
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's all-
when,
yeah.
when you say Dungeons and Dragons, we mean like there's every year there's like multiple books that come out with new spells and new like learnings of like groups, the Githyanki and like the gnomes and all these new stories. And Baldur's Gate is so compact because it's like appealing to all these people that have bought all these books and every little aspect of it has to be involved. And it's just like there's so much content to go through and also when making the game as well, like everything has to layer on top of each other and everything has to connect. Like you have like a telekinesis that only works especially well when you have like this armor on and it's like all these doubling things. And
Yeah, even from when I was watching you play at the very beginning, just having the like, you randomly chose to have the spell that lets you talk to animals. And having
Sounds
that,
pretty sick.
like he just managed to get, like you just go up to this cow and be like, what do you reckon about this part of the quest? And they'd just be like, moo, this is what I think.
Moo.
Or some of them would
Yeah.
just be like, "Meh."
also,
Were you overwhelmed
And that
when you
just
like
changes
first
so much.
went into it?
yeah, I was just like trying to get my head around it, for like, but like I was
Were you
committed.
suffering
He was
for the
committed.
first
He was
2 hours,
committed.
or you're committed?
Well, because the start, there's a lot of great acting as well. Like
Yeah.
all the performances are done so well. It's like not just stationary, like looking at the camera. It's like full, like really done well. Like the actors are really putting a big effort in, and every dialogue there's a point of difference where you can go down this like sliding doors moment, and that sort of drags you along through those like grindy bits with like learnings.
Yeah.
And once if you're committed to like getting those learnings down, or if you have someone to like Sherpa you through it, it's just like such a great
Do you
game.
definitely need to like block out a period of time to like for your first time playing? Like I've got 3 hours. I'm gonna play for 3 hours
Commit.
because surely if you played for half an hour, you'd get nowhere.
Yeah.
Like
honestly,
That's what I'm guessing,
this
right?
this game is for me. It's like you try and put like okay, I got half an hour to put in. I'll be like you just lose 3 hours like that. Like it is a time warp, bro. It is like you get sucked in and so immersed, and your character is so you, and like all the decisions are you. It's just like I've never played a game with this much immersion. It's like
You're definitely
it's
selling
insane.
it, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
bro.
So
it
this is
insane.
where like my qualm with this game is, okay?
Oh, more qualms.
Qualm. I'm going to give you some qualms. One qualm. And it's not the game itself, but it is the fact that this game is like pegged to be game of the year. And it takes so much time and effort to like get into it and get
it
yourself
takes
involved.
15 hours to get in a Starfield, apparently.
Apparently.
So bad.
I've got here
So
Starfield was a 60,
like-
30 to 60 hour game. Sorry.
But
Yep.
like, okay, if you don't have a D&D background, you have no idea what you're getting into from the start. I feel like there are going to be people like me who play the game, you're like, cool, hyped up. You get absolutely no guidance. It's not like, hey, here's a spell you can use. It's like, here's 50 spells that you could possibly use. Just pick which ones you want.
No hand holding.
Nothing.
I mean, I think that that's sort of in the spirit of
Yeah.
D&D though, as
I
well.
know,
is
but-
that if you kind of
Yeah.
think of it, then you can do it.
Yeah.
And that's like the
100%.
point
But I'm
of this
just
game. Is like it
saying-
doesn't want to hold your hand as to how to do
100%.
it because
Yeah.
It's
there
a-
is no way
Yeah.
to do it. Just give it a go.
Fully get it. But my thing is like game of the year and the fact that so many people like it is so shocking. Even though is like the fact that it's like a majority of people game. They're like so many people going for it. So many people are so into it. Like 90% of my office is like, fuck yeah, Baldur's Gate. Like let's like what did you do? I'm like,
Not Baldur's Gate.
not I'm the 10. I'm the 10%. But
I really enjoy how it's not spoon feeding you, and you have to like learn. It's a bit of a throwback to like
Yeah.
when games weren't just like here's the yellow paint to climb every single ladder you need to go.
The yellow brick road.
Yeah, sort of thing. But it is.
I'm not saying I hate
it. It is a
that.
double-edged sword. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, it
I'm
is
sorry it's too hard for you, Jesse.
Sorry, you didn't put the first 15 hours in.
It's
That's your fault.
overwhelming.
It is overwhelming, but like there is too much choice. It's like if you have like 100 choices of ice cream, you never know what you're gonna get. But if you have 3, it's just like
what if that's my whole thing. I'm like, what if I pick the wrong one?
But
And I don't know anything about it.
I think that's what's kind of good about like a good role-playing game
Yeah.
in general is like, and like this one, and I think we talked about Disco Elysium. I don't know if you ever end up playing it.
Not
it's
yet.
free
It's
on
the list.
Pass now. So this month I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
Like the tip I was giving everyone for Disco Elysium was like, if you don't like save scum, like if you fuck up, then just let it be a fuck up.
100%.
It's 100% part of the story. You're not meant to always win.
So you don't know where the story's going. You know?
That's
Some
it,
stories are
yeah.
predictable, whether it's multiple choice or not.
This
and
is
I know we
another
talk about it
qualm.
all the time, but like Dwarf Fortress, you know, losing is fun. Losing is fun.
Losing
That's the
is
point.
fun.
But this is
it's
another
like you're meant
qualm.
to lose.
The amount of
sometimes.
time I've seen Jules like not get the dice roll he wanted, like autosave, go back,
I've
go
done-
get the
I've done
dice roll he
some
wants.
saves, but like in general
Every
story,
time.
like I'd make a mistake, and some of those mistakes have been beautiful butterfly effects for me, where it's just like
Yeah.
I've done this like thing that like I've chosen to do, but it wasn't the right thing like in hindsight, but I've just committed with it, and it's just like a part of my character, and it's just like more character building, and it's that's the beautiful thing about the game, where it's just like
So, sorry.
that's all right. No. That was it. It's just like
So
I
once you
like
make the choice,
Yeah.
can you go back to like your
You
last
can go,
save?
yeah, you
Yeah.
can go back, but
So you-
it only auto saves at certain specific spots. So I'm like, whenever I'm in combat, also the combat is amazing, and I'm so into it. And it's like every like main quest has these big pieces of combat where like it always changes. You never know where it's going to go. It's like you're versing a dungeon master, and it's just like, oh, it's so annoying, but in the best way possible. It's like so interesting to see how these like AI move and like what ways they're going to try and combat your abilities and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, so
You're encouraged
I-
not to save before.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
I
say,
do it
I
all
was,
the
I was
time.
gonna
But
say,
people
isn't that
do-
like kind of ruining, like
Yeah.
defeating the purpose of like your own adventure, make you maybe the right decision or the wrong? If you
So-
like, are like, no, I got a 4, I needed a 6.
Yeah.
But
That was
however
my
you
question.
are going to enjoy the game, you know?
Yeah, true.
When I played for the 30 minutes that I did play, I died, and you just continue on as like your side character. And I was like, oh, surely there'll be like a point where I revive, and you can just continue on
Dragon Lady was gone.
with your dragon lady, literally, and then you're just playing a side
you
character.
spent 2 hours making that Dragon Lady and
Literally,
it disappears.
I was like, okay, so when did she come back? And I looked it up, and it's like, oh, you need to use this spell book, and you have to go all the way back to her dead body, and you don't get this spell book very often. You have to bring her back to life. Like it is, you can just kill off your character.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh, but like you learn.
I mean, why would you die for?
Have you killed anyone of your friends, or are you reverting?
When
He's reverting.
after I saw
I've seen it.
no, well, there's some like
Exclusive. You heard it here first.
No. I honestly, I do that. Like, I do save before a big boss battle, so I can just learn. I'm like, oh, if I can go and attack him from behind, do the stealth thing, and I'm like, oh, that didn't really work. I'll try it another way, and you just try different like modifications of the same way. Like I don't know. I
reckon
really
there's-
enjoyed that part of it as well. Like having. This is why I'm only after Act 2, and I've spent 70, like almost 70 hours playing the game, and I just like have to nook and cranny every crevice in every act.
Do you know how many acts there are? If you're only
There's
up to
3
2?
acts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like heading. So there's like I'm like in
At
the,
least there's not 50 or something.
No.
So I was like, how many
Okay.
acts are there?
I got. You should tell the example of Jules was describing me this big boss battle that he did, where you cast a like silence curse.
Oh yeah. That was
So
mad.
give us an example of the combat, because that was
Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready.
He was stuck on this for ages.
Yeah. No.
Thanks for setting up those pins, babe. Great fucking story. Yeah.
She actually did give me some great advice. So it was like this Githyanki
By
like
accident.
soldiers. So the decision I made to like they were trying to kill one of my characters, whatever, and they were like kind of Gronk. So I decided to just go against this race, and I'm like, they suck, but they keep coming back to try and kill me. And they set up this like attack where I wouldn't expect it, and then I didn't save before it, so I had to save like mid battle because I was like about to like people were dying, and I'm like, I'm not going to get out of this. And Jesse's just like, just run away. And I'm like, yeah, I should just run away. I started taking this like potion of speed and like running away, getting all my characters run. They were chasing me out of like all their really good defensive positions. And then they were like, and then I'll just like archer them, spell them. And then they had this one boss that was like really strong. And I'm like, she just keeps using this spell. And then I'm like, oh, I've got this like spell of silence. So I just like put that spell of silence bubble around her.
She can't speak.
And she can't speak. So then I just put like...
She
and I
can't
just got
cast spells. It's so smart.
Oh,
And then I put my-
I was about to say, what's the silence do to it? I was about to be like, what happens?
Yeah. So she basically just can't do any spells.
Defenseless.
Yeah, and I had like my my guy that just kept on pushing her back because she kept on coming out of the spells, kept keeping her in there. And then I had my berserker in there just absolutely brawling her. I'm like, that was just like the perfect like reposition,
storm.
and they
Yeah.
chased you in, and I just repositioned on like high ground. And it's just like
Need
the
to get
way
some
you
more
can
silence
re-navigate things is just really cool. And like there's just like endless possibilities, dialogue and combat wise. It's really sick. Yeah.
Wild.
Definitely selling it for me. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I
I just
feel
don't know if I need to get through the first like.
You need to watch like 15 hours of YouTube videos on how to pick your spells.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you-
and definitely
then you're
not
good.
pay any time making my character.
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, you can just
My
you can play
God.
as origin characters as well, like pre-set full storylines
Yeah.
as well, which is really cool because like some of them have like a background and they lose their memory, and then you can like just play.
People know you.
Role play as that,
that's
but
pretty
like you
cool.
don't have your memory of your like
Sure.
past. And there's also this backstory I want to play on my second run called Dark Urge. So it's like instead of being like an evil person, there's like this. Everyone has their traits. You can be like a Bulgarian, or like whatever. Like you can be like an outlander. You have like your background. You can choose your character's like background story. And then one of the background stories is like Dark Urge, and like you want to be evil. You have this thing inside you that is like telling you to be. Like do
Dark side.
Yeah, just kill people, and you have this urge. But instead of it just being that like be that evil character,
Instead of like selecting
you
the
have
like
to try.
kill the children.
You have
option.
like this meter where you have to try and fight that urge. If you don't want to do that,
You go to therapy.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like
okay.
you have to sort of roll a dice to be like do the like your dark urge is taking over. You're gonna like
Do you just murder them all, or do you try and stop it?
There's,
Yeah, I don't
there's
know. I
a
wanna
few
play-
cool things. So there's also like I think it's the, I don't know heaps about D&D, but I think it's the paladin class. If you're meant to like be fighting for a righteous god, and your lawful good is your alignment. But if you go and make actions that aren't lawful good, eventually in your story, you will be like disbarred or whatever from the paladin, and then you become like
to
a
hell.
different class. Like
So cool.
mid-story.
That's
and then
actually
that
pretty
comes
sick.
with its own skills and different things.
so cool, so
Yeah.
cool. There's just so much depth, and you just keep more you learn, more like you just expand the knowledge, and just like oh my god, this is just like the
Kind of
biggest game
terrified
ever.
to play it now that there's so much.
Yeah,
there's so much.
Yeah,
in it.
you be prepared. sort of
Yeah.
thing.
and
But
take a
yeah,
week
yeah.
off work.
Wait, yeah.
Maybe a month.
Seriously.
Yeah. I think that's enough of Baldur's Gate. I feel like I can touch on it
You've
later.
sold
maybe.
it.
Yeah,
You have sold it
To
100%.
most,
Oh,
to
love that.
90%.
But yeah, Baldur's Gate's mad.
10 out of 10.
Well, literally, it's got 10 out of 10s from every single publication,
Yeah, yeah.
which
yeah.
is
It's pretty impressive.
incredible.
That is
great.
pretty impressive.
Yeah. So I thought, since there's a lot of shit coming out,
Yeah, what?
we're gonna do speed round. Okay, Microsoft, Jules.
Yeah, so
Tell us about
we had
it.
this big Microsoft deal that happened recently. We had
That tried
active-
to get blocked.
Yeah, so the UK it spent 21 months in the courts to get through, but basically Microsoft was acquiring Activision, Blizzard, and King. So it's basically Microsoft buying COD.
COD, Candy Crush. Can't forget Candy Crush.
No,
that makes
yeah.
so much money.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a big one that I was reading about, which is the Candy Crush, which also turned 50% as female players.
Oh yeah, it's all
Yeah.
like mums.
Is it?
And they spend so much money on it.
I play a lot of Candy
Yeah.
Crush every here and there.
Oh
But
yeah.
like primary audience is like Facebook mums.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
And they
Bit of Farmville.
sink bank into it. Just like, yes, I want the extra lives. Yes, I'm going to spend that
Oh, I need some
$4
gems.
a day. Literally.
Yeah, honestly, it is just like a moneymaker. I think that's like the future. I've been saying it for so long. It's just like mobile gaming is the future of gaming.
Yeah.
And you have actually a point to make about that. Recently,
I do
Yeah.
actually.
Okay,
I do.
go on.
I'd love to hear if you could
Speak
tell
your
us.
mind.
I've just experienced for like the first time. It may be out for a while. I don't know when it was like a thing, but Xbox Game Pass. It's
Yeah.
like where you pay like the $13 a month or whatever it
Yeah.
is, and you get all the games.
It's
a great
crazy.
deal. So I've got it for my Xbox and my computer.
Yeah.
So I've got like the ultimate version.
Cool.
But I was playing games on my phone because I'd got a new phone, and I connected a controller to it to be because now I could do that. And then it was like, oh, download Game Pass.
Candy Crush on the controller.
Kind of, yeah, It told me to download Game Pass, so I was like, okay, like thinking it was like if you download Steam on your phone, just like a management app kind of thing. Like, can't do anything on it. But you can stream your games on the cloud on your phone. So if you have good data, it's only my data's been able to use it and it eats it up.
So not the Wi-Fi.
But I mean, everywhere I've been has been terrible Wi-Fi.
Right.
So if you had good Wi-Fi, I'm sure it'd work great.
Yeah, all right.
But I can sit there on my phone and play like GTA 5, Rainbow Six Siege, Starfield. I was playing it at work the other day.
It's crazy.
Like just on my phone. And
What kind of phone do you have?
I have a Samsung 23 Ultra.
So he's
But
recently.
you can play it on. It doesn't matter what. You can play it on an iPhone.
No, I think
4.
it actually does.
What?
Because I logged into my iPad yesterday.
iPad though.
Like my iPad
Yeah.
and download because I wanted to use a big screen and I wasn't allowed. It was just a managing app like Steam was.
Oh, weird.
Maybe it was
it's
just-
an
Maybe
Apple.
It's just phones.
I think
an
maybe
Apple
it's an
thing?
Apple thing, but
But-
maybe it's just a me thing.
I'm,
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because the whole thing is that you can cloud game.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, like you could get a piece of shit laptop and you could cloud game
Yeah.
Starfield. on
It works. I mean,
because
I
it's
was
got
playing.
nothing to do with your
Yeah.
thing. It's just your
makes-
internet connection.
I was playing GTA 5 real smoothly on my phone, which it amazed
Yeah.
me.
It makes the most sense to me. Like cloud gaming seems like such a good idea until you realize how slow Australian Wi-Fi is compared to.
Until you realize Grandma's on Netflix.
Yeah.
you know, then-
exactly.
then
and
you
then
can't do
everything,
anything.
and then
Yeah.
it's just all chugging.
Yeah.
Fiber optic
that's not so-
cables didn't go
But
close
you
enough.
Me and my ass.
You got those
Yeah.
those goggles. I want to hear about the
Oh, the
goggles. So
goggles.
he's
Okay.
recently changed from an iPhone to this new Samsung, which is like
That
the
comes with
gaming
goggles?
gaming phone.
It didn't come with goggles. I have these goggles they're called Nreal glasses.
Yep.
And they're this brand that just released AR glasses. Kind of like if you imagine like what the Google
Lens.
glass. Yeah, Google Lens
yes.
what it used to look like.
What
but
the Snapchat glasses wanted to be.
kind of, but this has you look like a bug. You couldn't wear them in public. No, not at all. You'd get a lot of looks. But you put them on and then there's like a screen in front of you.
Cool.
But they only really work on Samsung. They
Yeah.
don't work on Android or iOS like Apple.
Yeah.
And so once I got my phone, I plugged these glasses in because I was like, I
Yeah.
can finally use them.
Yeah.
They're
What?
so cool.
What do they do?
You put them on, and so now I could see you guys,
Yeah.
and then I could just have like on that wall like a 100-inch screen, kind of thing.
So
So
sick.
it's like the Apple.
So it's like the Apple
goggles.
HoloLens coming
But
out, but it's not
smaller.
like it's not like a VR headset. It's
Right.
just like a pair of glasses. They do
Cool.
make you look like a bug,
Yeah.
and they're not the most comfortable, and they're also sit very weirdly. But if you get the right position,
Right.
they're sick.
So is it the same vibe as the? What I was most sold on with the Apple ones was like you're on a plane, and
So-
you can just put a. Huge
So
screen
that's
up.
what
Yeah.
I'm going to experience tomorrow.
Yeah, Brody's doing the big
my
lift as well. He's going to
God.
Mexico tomorrow.
I am going to Mexico tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you're gonna
excited.
bring them?
I'm taking them for sure.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, we'll
sure,
have to
because-
get you back on
'cause-
just to review the goggles.
Yeah, just to
Do you know, I reckon we could get
The
a
buggles?
like a FaceTime in
yeah, from the
Oh,
plane.
yes.
so
Hey, guys.
afterwards, like an on the plane review.
Yeah.
You see what I'm looking at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like an on the plane review of how it's working.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. It's honestly saved me because when I go to bed, I normally watch something on my phone.
Yeah.
And Jordan likes the room being dark, which is fair enough.
Right.
So I was like, oh, now I've got these glasses.
You
I'm
can
going to
just-
put the glasses on and connect to my phone and see if that works.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because everything around you was already so dark.
Yeah.
I was laying there and I was like,
It's like you're in space.
yeah, it was bizarre. It was like you're
Oh, I
comfortable
want
and you're
it.
just looking up at your roof and there was a 100-inch screen watching a YouTube video.
I want to
That's so
get those
cool.
for us, like one each. But it's like such a Black Mirror
That's the
episode.
thing.
It's 100% a Black Mirror episode.
It's so cool.
Without a doubt. I've
Yeah.
woken up with them on.
Oh my god! Oh my
Because
god!
I've clearly just like fallen asleep and then I haven't moved
Oh
during the
my
night.
god.
It freaked me out because I
Dude.
didn't know it was on my face. I was so confused and I had a cable coming around.
Dude,
freaked me out.
Black Mirror season 7 is
Yeah.
coming out.
I'm
If
telling
you're
you,
on
it's
it.
100%.
This is
Black
it. We're
Mirror
living
episode.
it.
We fully are.
100%.
That is insane.
That
and
is sick, though.
really
But I
want
also
it.
want it so
Yeah.
bad.
They're pretty cool. Yeah, once I come back, I'll lend you can borrow them.
Oh my God.
Sick.
Thank
I mean,
you.
Black Mirror's sad, but some of that stuff is pretty cool.
Some of it slaps.
Some of it.
slaps.
You can see why they made it.
Apart from like, if I just don't do all that weird shit,
Yeah.
like
If
Black
there's
Mirror's
just like
mad.
not
We'll
all
be
the
fine.
bad stuff, then what's the issue?
It's definitely
Play on.
it's definitely freaked me out. I've gotten to like 1 a.m. because I can connect Game Pass to.
Yeah.
So I can sit in bed with my controller,
Oh my
look at the roof, and
God.
just play like Siege or like whatever
Wow.
game I want.
That's so good.
Wow.
It's so social.
Yeah.
Relationship
So-
thriving,
oh,
right?
thriving.
Yeah, better than it's ever been.
Can you connect it like to your Xbox?
You can connect it to like Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, but it needs like an adapter.
Right.
So you need to have because it's got a cable that runs out the back, and it's a USB-C cable that runs into like your phone.
Yep.
But it needs an adapter from like a HDMI to USB-C, and they're quite pricey. So
Yeah.
I haven't,
Worth it.
and I
The
haven't
one that
gotten
like
those.
stabs into your
Yeah.
arm, you know?
100%. It's
It goes in your
like some
spine.
Avatar hair
Yeah.
Oh my
pull
God.
out. It's pretty cool, and it also helps like if Jordan wants to watch like Vampire Diaries, I can just
Yeah.
like sit on the left side of the couch
Yeah.
and just
Face
Do
the wall.
something else.
and like I'm sitting next to you. I'm just not looking at what you're looking
And
at.
have you
no way.
connected it to your soundboard?
No, so the only thing I've connected to is my phone because I don't have the
Yeah.
adapter for
Yeah,
like
we gotta.
the consoles and stuff like that.
gotta
So
bulk up
just
these.
just my phone, but just the phone.
I can't wait to
That's
steal that
an-
off you.
That's an absolute
Yeah.
game changer.
Oh, and for the
Yeah.
plane,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that
excited because like
makes
it
me
doesn't
excited.
feel like it's right in front of you. It
It's not
definitely
like-
puts it out to say like
Yeah.
where this camera is. You
Yeah.
can't see it, but
Where
right
you
there, and
are.
then it's just like boom, 100-inch, pretty clear, and it's just like, and you can
Yeah.
also see behind it.
Yeah.
you can. It's got little covers to like cover it so you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Right.
so you, like,
So you
block
can.
it out.
Cool.
and you
pretty
look
cool.
so cool as well.
Oh,
Like,
you look swaggy.
it's like
as hell.
cyberpunk, right? Like
Oh,
cyberpunk.
It's worse than
Yeah.
cyberpunk.
Oh my god.
It's worse than cyberpunk.
Okay, where
Shit,
were we?
sold.
Acquisition,
Oh, yeah.
mobile games.
So-
So Candy Crush.
This was
discussion.
trying to get blocked because of the whole like capitalism. Can't have one person like have a monopoly on everything.
Fair enough, right?
Which is a great idea, but somehow they still managed to get it through because Microsoft was like, "Wow, PlayStation's beating us," and they fully came out with that statement
I love that as
to
well.
win this
Yeah.
acquisition.
There was like all these leaks as well that happened. Like they were saying like how much they're losing, and they had to make these statements on Twitter
Yeah.
saying like we're losing the console wars.
Yeah.
Like look how like good
Let us
PlayStation
win.
is.
Did you see the email that got leaked though?
No.
It was Xbox like inside emails on the day the PS5 was released, and it was I forgot the CEO,
Salty.
but it wasn't though. It was like, we did it, guys. We beat them. Like,
Oh.
yeah. It was like PS5 got released, and they were like, I know we're all holding our breath, but our Xbox beats the PS5
Shit.
hard like this. We've got the better
lol,
thing.
LMAO. Yeah.
And they
But it was
Still-
funny. Even though we still got this deal.
But yeah,
Yet I
so
could buy an Xbox on release day and not a PlayStation.
it's
Yeah,
true.
fair
Or a
enough.
year after.
Chip shortage.
Chip
I've-
shortage.
shortage.
Chip
I've been a Sony bro for
So bro.
my whole life. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS4 Pro. But
Not PS5.
I'm gonna get the Xbox.
Wow.
Don't you already have it?
No.
Oh man,
he
you
was
should
just
come to
saying how he
the
doesn't
come to
have
the
it.
fold, dude. It's so
know.
sick. It's so, like
I kind of
Spider-Man.
liked.
We got Spider-Man.
Yeah, I kind of liked
No,
being
I'm
the
not-
only person with the PlayStation 5. Like, I liked being the like, oh, I got one.
Oh yeah.
That was
sick.
fun.
I want to play
I have
that
one,
little
mate,
bit.
that has one.
That was fun.
I want to play Starfield. I want to play the new
Spidey, God of War.
Skyrim
That's
when
all
it
I
comes
got.
out.
Yeah,
Elder
yeah.
Scrolls when it
You
comes
love
out.
Bethesda. Look,
Yeah.
you enjoy that.
Yeah.
You
But
enjoy that.
I love Spider-Man. I love the last Spider-Man. I love God of War, but not enough
Not
to
enough.
buy the whole.
Each to their own.
Thing.
Like,
Console.
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I love how it's not just one company killing it. I'm
Yeah.
happy that Microsoft is now like getting all
Yeah.
this extra stuff because honestly, you want.
Oh, I'm pissed off. I wanted a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I want all that stuff to be on PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
So,
But it's
COD
not going to be.
is like, it's got the biggest piece of the pie, pretty
Especially
much.
for
COD
console
makes
as
so
well.
much money.
Especially for console.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
billions and billions. They spent how much money acquiring
what this deal?
69.
So it's
Gotta be here.
69 billion. I think it was like
$69
$68.7
billion?
But
Nice.
they've already made $3 billion since they've done it. So since like
COD makes so much fucking money.
But do you
it is
do
crazy.
you think that they're going to like COD's not coming to PlayStation
So
anymore?
10 years.
No,
Sorry.
I reckon it'll still go to PlayStation. It'll just be on Xbox a week early. Like
Yeah,
it
it'll
was,
just
like
be
it was
late.
So like it
back
was
in
for
the day.
PlayStation, there was
Yeah.
that partnership where you get maps really early. But for the next 10 years, Sony signed a deal with Call of Duty and Activision saying we're going to
We
have
get it.
it's going to be shared on our console for the next 10 years
Yeah.
at
Okay.
least.
Because that was
We
the
get 4
thing
more
with
CODs.
Yeah.
because that was the thing
10,
with
10 more CODs.
with-
20 more CODs.
with Starfield, right? Was that because that all the Bethesda games were on both, and then they acquired Bethesda and were like, no more PlayStation.
Yeah.
You're done. And it's day one. It's free on Game Pass.
So cool.
So it's
I
I
good
just
that
don't
Wait, which
understand
one's
how
free
they
on
make
Game
money
Pass?
off that.
Starfield.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And
Starfield,
all-
sorry,
and
yeah,
every
yeah.
Bethesda game coming out, but they've always been on both.
I
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to spend like, $100 per game, and now you're spending $100 a year and you get Game Pass. I don't understand.
But you
how
can.
they
I mean,
make money
is
off
so
it.
Sony has that
worth
too.
it.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
No,
Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems like I'm not spending as much money as I used to on games.
you open
Yeah.
up to a massive audience now because
Yeah.
PC gamers get it as well. So it's
Yeah.
just like huge.
But like, damn.
I used to. It sounds really bad. Now, maybe I shouldn't say it, but
Say
maybe
it.
we can cut it out.
No, you have to.
I used to. So like EB Games used to have like you buy a game and you have
Yeah.
7 days to take it back.
Oh, I
Yeah.
used to do that too.
I used to
yeah.
just finish the game and then take it back.
Smart.
I don't know if
ones
that's
know
like
that. I
frowned
hate it.
upon because it's like now you're not
Finished.
giving money to like the developers. But
Yeah.
But they could just
I
sell it to
finished that
someone
game
else.
when I was in
did,
high
mate.
school. I had a
Yeah.
lot more time in high school.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
like
that's the great loophole of
Definitely.
EB
oh,
games.
100 I never paid for a game. I only ever paid for one because I just keep returning it and then I'd buy the next one.
Nice.
My dad used to take me to remember Sanity Music.
Yeah.
He'd buy like 15 CDs. Well, he didn't do this, but
Go home and burn.
I don't know what the statute of
guy I
limitations
knew.
is on this, but some guy I knew who looks like my dad would take me to Saturday, and he would like buy a bunch of CDs and then like
Oh.
rip them and then
Burn
like
the
just burn the discs and then like return them and be like,
We got 'em,
I didn't
boys.
want 'em.
Come out.
I swear we'd have to like swap Sanities every couple months and
Oh
be like,
my
no, we'll go to this
God.
one.
You're a
This CD has
hustler.
no writing
Now I
on
know
it.
where you get your hustler
That's
from.
insane.
I get that grind set,
You
dude.
get that grind, bro.
Black Eyed Peas ripped it.
Oh yeah.
Simple Plan.
Dad,
ripped
which
it.
CD is this? It's got no name on it. Just guess. Just put it in.
I used to like make, because I mean, kind of different, but I used to make homemade videos with my friend when we were like, iMovie vibes. Don't say
Pause.
that. Anyway,
We're not allowed to go too deep into that.
don't go too deep. And
Do you guys make home movies or?
Oh yeah, damn.
no, I did
Not
it
that
to
one,
myself.
not that
I did
one.
it to myself. And
Delete that memory card on the iToy.
Airdrop to mum.
Yeah, yeah.
Dad.
Oh no.
My story isn't even that good. I would just like,
Let's go.
go to Officeworks. You get the little like
Finish it. Finish what you started.
the little stickers that you could print on. I would full design like covers for the DVDs and everything. And
That's
print it
pretty
out.
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Would you ever make like mixtapes for your friends and just like print out like Jesse's mix, like pool party mix?
Well, I didn't print it out. It was just a texture on the texture
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
thing. But
just
yeah, we
text-
used to make.
Mine was
text
full
on
like
the
word
white,
art,
yeah.
everything.
I still have a bunch.
So much.
That's
fun.
cool.
I found
no.
a bunch recently. Yeah.
I didn't do that, but that's cool.
Yeah, love it. Anyway,
really cool.
next.
Last, I want to mention that, like, so they've now got World of Warcraft, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Guitar Hero.
How did they get
Candy
Crash
Crush.
Bandicoot? I thought that was
That's
Naughty Dog.
that's under Activision now. It's Bob's.
Oh,
Games of
yeah.
Bob's.
Yep. Got
Because
that.
did they acquire Naughty Dog a while ago or just
No,
I think Crash and
Crash is
Naughty
now
Dog
with,
was Activision.
like, it's
Naughty Dog.
one was a dev and one was a publisher?
They've sold the
Yeah.
license to Bob's Games to make the new Crash Bandicoot and the new
Right.
Spyro remake. So
Right.
they could come out with new ones. There's already been leaks that they're redoing Oblivion, revamp, and there's also a Fallout New Vegas leak that they're going to be doing as well.
Yeah.
So they're just going to be reusing all those titles for
Yeah.
Bethesda.
And there was a rumor about a new Guitar Hero.
yeah, I've
As
seen that
well.
one as well. Love Guitar Hero.
I, for one, would
love.
Bring back
welcome
Rock
it.
Band.
Yeah, I've had so
Shut
many.
up.
good- Honestly,
Rock Band on the Wii.
we're Team Rock Band over
Team
here.
Rock Band.
We're a Rock
Yeah,
Band
one
family.
person on the drums, one person on the. It's like it was like SingStar, Guitar Hero, and then you got the drummer,
just,
and then
like,
it was so much fun.
I have memories of my
You
family
could
just
do it in
like
Guitar Hero.
working on the drums working really hard and seeing my auntie just like, doing the bass line. It's just like that was ingrained in my
so good.
my life. So
I was never a Guitar Hero kind of guy. We never had
Before your
the.
time,
We
mate.
never had the. Nah, we wasn't a
iToy?
SingStar. A what? Sorry.
iToy?
What is that? That doesn't sound. Is that part of your films that you made?
It was the. Do you know?
Oh,
Do
man.
you know
It
the
was the
Kinect?
Xbox camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the original Kinect.
And
Well,
you'd,
I
like,
had one of those.
you'd
Yeah.
But on
clean the-
PlayStation.
It'd just be like
I would
clean
play.
the TV game.
I would
and
play
you'd
like
do
the
this.
Xbox Connect game where
Yeah.
you'd be like going down the river and you'd be doing this.
Yeah.
It was like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but like
exactly.
way more lo-fi on the
Yeah, yeah,
PlayStation,
yeah.
and it'd be like you, like
Yeah.
in this like
it
cloudy
was so
camera,
weird. It was so cracked.
and like a
was
ninja
so-
would come out with a block of wood, and you'd be like,
You just have to make one move and you do it.
Yeah.
And it just
You could
half the
kinda
time
just
wouldn't register.
do
you.
this. It would
Just
work.
have
That's
to
how
do
I.
it.
That's how I play Beat Saber.
we were
Yes.
all jacked. We were all shredded, but
Yeah.
on
Oh,
our
yeah.
minds as well when the iToy came out.
DJ Hero, remember that one?
Oh, that
That's when it all went downhill.
yeah, man,
Damn.
that was sick.
Way to bring the mood down.
DJ Hero. Another great DJ would be someone from Mortal Kombat, Raven, who's a great DJ.
What?
He's got the circular disc on his
What are you
head.
talking about?
We're just talking
that
about
was
notable
the-
games that came out.
What the?
That was the worst segue
was the
ever,
worst
but
segue
I'll
ever.
allow it. Did it come out? Mortal Kombat. Has anyone played it?
I was just thinking about
No.
Reptile. You know that song with Skrillex? It's got all those Mortal Kombat like references. It's
Yeah.
so
That
sick.
would have been a better
That was
segue.
made for the
That was
Skrillex
for
is a
Mortal
DJ.
Kombat 9. He made
you go.
Reptile. They got a every
we got there.
big.
We're working on it. This is a
Okay.
work in progress.
Yeah,
Let's
it's a
start
segue
again.
that's getting there.
Yeah, it's not.
Segue.
I'm still figuring segues out. Come
All
on.
right.
Yeah.
So notable recent games
Yeah, I
that
was
have come
looking
out.
Some notable recent games recently that I haven't played. Have you guys played
Yeah.
recently?
Well, let's fire them off. See if anyone's
Mortal
got any
Kombat.
thoughts.
Mortal Kombat 1, September 15 came out. Metric game.
Ethan loves
score of 83.
I haven't played it.
I haven't played. Yeah, you weren't sure about that
Metacritic.
when you were coming when it was coming out.
Just the reboot, but it looks good. Although I did see did you see the Switch release?
Yes, I was actually going to bring that up.
It's so funny.
Okay, so there was a thing that Switch came out, and I think it's fair. The console is tiny, but they're like the Switch graphics and like power is the same as the PS3.
Yeah.
Right? So the graphics kind of have to reflect that. And side by side, maybe we'll get some videos up of it.
Dude, they are
but
so. Have you seen
it's-
it?
Nah, is it because they look the same or they look
No,
completely
no,
different?
it's
It
given
looks
like PS1
complete-
It's
era,
like-
like,
it's like-
triangles.
Good, and like
They're not even trying. Like someone's like going like
Someone's tried
it's-
to
someone's
make
it
it
was
work.
someone's job to do it, but then someone was just like, "Screw you, I'm quitting," and then they just like put.
This
that
is
in.
what you
It's
get.
been published.
it is bad. And
It's a
and
joke.
for example, like
It's what you got to do to
Let me have a
get
look.
it on the Switch.
but
yeah,
just
fair-
it just
but
just
fair
don't
enough.
just don't. It just like people were saying like it just shouldn't have
Yeah,
come
What's the
to
point?
the
Need it.
Switch.
It's like the original Avatar game that came out on Wii and Xbox and that. The DS game was a completely different game.
Oh,
really?
of course
epic.
it was.
I love it
The-
though. That sounds great. Did you play it?
Yeah, a little bit. Not like it. I mean, it was
Did
pretty
it
terrible.
follow the movie?
No.
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay.
I don't
cool.
think none of them did.
Brody's a massive Avatar head, big
do like
Avatar,
Avatar.
head. Yeah,
I am into Avatar.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, blue
Just-
people.
Just for you, Brody.
Like Jules right now.
The Mortal Kombat 1 on IGN got a score of 8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just
Safe.
a general game. 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Safe review. It's good review.
Go on.
On the Switch, it got a 3.
It is so funny.
It is awful.
I think there's like a running joke with like worst game of the year award with like the Golem, the King Kong, and now
Okay.
like
Yeah,
the
let's talk
Switch.
flop.
Let's talk flops.
Let's talk
we can
flops.
come back to we will
Yeah,
come
of
back
course,
with let's
yeah,
talk
yeah.
flops.
Let's talk
So
flop.
we've
So,
had-
Switch Mortal Kombat flop.
Yeah,
Huge
it was a
flop.
massive
Jules showed me
joke
one
of flop.
yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Skull Island King Kong release that came
Rise
out
of
this
Kong.
year.
Just came out. Just came out
Rise
like
of
2
Kong.
days ago.
Skull
We're all
Island, the
Kong
Rise
heads,
of Kong.
big Kong heads. Yeah.
Gotta love a
Already,
bit of
like,
Kong.
we'll let you have that.
Oh my god.
So I watched a bit of the gameplay and I was like, looks okay. Like, sure, it kind of looks a bit like, they haven't got heaps of people in on the artists. And then
It looks like a DS game. Be honest.
it looks like a DS game. Like
Like
he
a
punches the
DS1, like the
ground
first
and it's like
original
the
DS1.
exact same like VFX of just like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks terrible. It looks like it's on the PSP. Like old school.
Yeah, really bad.
I hate calling it flops because there's so many.
It's flopping. No one's buying
Yeah,
it.
it's. I think flops are so funny, and I love flops, and I think there's so many flops that we don't even know about. You know,
Oh,
there's like
High-profile
thousands of
games that
yeah,
get released.
I think
Yeah.
high profile flops are
Yeah.
the notable flops,
Yeah.
but like
Notable flops.
notable flops. But I think, but
Skull Island.
but in general, I think there's a lot of shit games that come out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course,
all
there
the
are. Like,
time.
a lot of indie games that are
Daily.
just like a different.
Daily
Yeah.
bad games.
Yeah, you go through the
Every-
Steam library, dude, and you'll find some bad
Every
games.
platformer.
If you keep scrolling, like you,
Kong
you
Skull Island is on sale 20% off on the Steam library right
It
now.
just came out.
20% off. Wow.
There was a new Souls-like game called Lords of the Fallen, which
I don't-
people were hyped up about, and then apparently it's just really boring.
Yeah, just a repeat.
Yeah.
You guys know anything about
Anyone
that?
care?
I haven't seen any of that.
Certified
to be
flop.
honest. Certified flop.
Perfect.
Flops.
Okay. Any other things?
Talk about Souls likes. We've got Liza P. Came out on September 19th.
This is notable.
This is
good.
This is a notable game I'd like to play. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but
haven't.
it's like a Souls Bloodborne-esque like game where you play as Pinocchio. They acquired the story of Pinocchio.
Yeah.
I think it's free rights because it's like one of those
'Cause
old
it's that
stories.
old. It's got to
So-
be over 50 years, I think.
So it's just like play on
I think
to
it's
the rules.
100.
No, is it?
I think it is.
Because did you see Mickey Mouse is now free range?
Anyway, look that up, Ethan.
Yeah, there's
Mickey
a
Mouse is
yeah.
allowed.
So basically, you got really good scores.
Let's use him as our logo.
Put it on there right now.
Yeah.
Mickey
So,
Mouse.
Lies of P. Your Pinocchio. It's semi like storyline.
Yeah, so you play as like
Are
you're a robot.
branching?
It's a bit of like an iRobot vibe
Yeah,
where
okay.
like it's like AI, everyone's a robot, but you're the only robot that can tell lies.
So instead of like
And you're
wooden real boy.
you're trying to figure out like this overarching story of like why this like chaos is happening, and you're like,
And he's kind of hot.
yeah,
Is he?
it's
Is he
Timothy,
sexy
kind of
robot?
hot.
Timothy Chalamet vibes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
so
you're thinking
hot.
Pinocchio,
Tin
you're
Man
thinking little
vibes, huh?
like
Yeah,
his
man.
nose doesn't grow. Like he's like grown Pinocchio.
Oh,
you
he's like a
know?
man now.
P.
Yeah.
His name's
He's a
P
hunk.
now.
Yeah, he's
You
know?
yeah,
He's
it's
not-
just call him P for sure.
Snap
It's not Pinocchio, it's just P. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big difference with this that I really liked was there's like so it's like if you played Dark Souls or like
Played a
like
bit of it, not
yeah,
really.
yeah, you know, like it's just like a lot of rolling, slashing,
yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
this
yeah.
one's a bit more intuitive, where like it sort of like gives you like it tells you how to like do backstabs, and a bit more
Gotcha.
like Sekiro-esque,
Yeah.
where it like gives you those advice circles and stuff.
Yep.
And also there's like a sharpening weapon button basically. So there's like more than 100 yeah, and it
Cool.
looks so satisfying. It's like altered, like it's put into the combinations. Like you got to like roll, attack, sharpen.
Your
for
blade
next
dulls.
like
Yeah,
when you're
very
like
cool.
when you're standing out in that like waiting for the boss to do something, you have that move to like sharpen. So there's 100 different combinations of weapons you can make. So putting weapons together, creating like little bodies of armor.
Sounds like Baldur's game.
Yeah, no, it looks so cool, and I feel like it's a different take on like what is already like a big sort of audience.
And has a kind of appealing story, whereas all the Souls games, I mean, even with Elder Scrolls, I was like, I don't know what it's about. I don't really care. But you're like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Pinocchio. I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
dive into
I know
that.
this story.
I've seen that
Okay,
before.
hey, he's sexy.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we also fall for like the steampunk aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like Jesse and I, we
It's
love
so
Bioshock
true.
and anything. Like I feel like they've meshed in all
Yep.
these really cool
Yep.
aesthetics together. Like you've got that like steampunk, you've got the AI sort of robot vibe, and then you've got like this gothic setting, and it's just
Yeah.
like all tied in really well. So it's
Yeah,
like
okay.
it seems
I'll
like a
do
really
it,
cool
yeah.
package.
Okay, let's go just like
Pump through them. So
Pump
we've
through
got
'em.
Armored Core that came out August 23rd. PC Gamer gave it 84%.
Cool.
I'm not sure if you guys are playing any like mech games
No.
or anything like that.
Nah.
No, but like it looks sick. People are loving it. If you're
Yeah.
into the mech games, like it's just like a lot of common like.
I had
lot
a,
of
I had a chipped PS1
Oh yeah.
when I was or PS2 maybe, and I had Gundam, I think, but it
man.
was in
does that
Chinese,
mean like
right?
like
Yeah.
jailbroken?
Yeah.
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 It was like you get a jailbroken, but you get like I think you put in the memory card slot from
Oh,
memory.
cool.
I didn't have it forever, but I had Gundam, but I had no idea. It was all in Chinese, and I had no fucking clue what was
Like
going
a
on.
picture book.
But
Lots
I,
of
Yeah.
pictures.
but I had a good time in a
Enjoyed.
couple of fights.
Cool,
you know?
cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people love it. It looks sick, and it's just like people are loving just how like authentic it is and how cool it is, and
Yeah.
just like it's just so slick.
Love it.
Also, I also had all the games for the chipped like PlayStation 2 from Bali, and I came home with like a catalog of like 70 games. Like, yes, granddad, I got like all the games, but I never got the chip. and it was just like I just was looking at the games. But anyway,
How's that?
oh no. Anyway, we also
Cyberpunk.
had Assassin's Creed Mirage come out. Cyberpunk. Yeah,
Cyberpunk 2.0.
Cyberpunk 2.0 it was August 21st. Well received. So, did you guys play the original
Like,
Cyberpunk? Or like it's the
Cyberpunk-
same
I played
game?
for like 5 minutes.
Cyberpunk was a certified flop. Now
Yeah.
everyone's just gone, it's great
Yeah,
now.
now it's great. you know?
Everyone's
You
gone,
should've
wow,
given
they
it to us
fixed
now.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have just delayed it.
It's done a backflip. It's
Yeah.
unflopped itself, and now it's like gymnast.
Probably
like,
one of the
it's
only
good.
games that I've seen maybe do it so successfully.
Yeah. And like I'm surprised that
I like
We'll
jerked
ignore
his
that.
head out. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
yes.
surprised, you know how like toxic the whole gamerverse is, that people just went, nah, cool, you did it. Well done. We love
fixed
it
what
now.
we said
And
was wrong.
and people are playing it.
And respect to that, like the developer for going back.
Yeah,
Like they released
fixing
it
it.
and then it
Listening.
spent like what, 2 years, a year, like just fixing out all the wrongs. Like quests have been redone. Like the combat's been redone. Driving's been fully redone. Police AI, all the AI has been redone. So they have like more like defined roles in combat. The whole policing system
Did
has
they
been redone.
did they fix the police AI?
Yeah, so it's all like GTA
Everything,
vibes
they
now.
fixed
So
it
it's like
all.
instead of it being whatever it was before, they've got like a full like
They're happy.
grading system.
Yeah.
But like it's just so well received, and then now it's like running so well at 60 frames per second. It's just like I want to get this. I've been waiting for it to be good because it's such a good concept, and it's such a good story.
It's good they didn't give up on it.
Yeah.
Love that. What
Yeah.
was the developers' names again? It was
Red.
That's CD
The
Projekt
Witcher?
Red.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Slay.
Slay.
No.
I'm so glad. So we've also got out today, we had
Mario.
Super Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2. Both very comparable games. Love
What
that.
a day!
What a day.
I know, what
We're
a
so
day. And
lucky.
we can't say much on those ones.
I have to say, in Barangaroo today, there was this big truck that has been slung up with a white web and a black web, right? Just like,
Halloween vibes.
Yeah,
so it's like
no,
the
but it's-
Venom because Spider-Man's a
yeah.
I forgot we were talking about Spider-Man. I'm like,
He's young.
Halloween decoration.
yeah, it's Halloween.
Halloween. I
So
love Halloween.
Spidey truck has been slung
Pretty
up,
cool.
and they've got these like cops dressed up that are like looking at it. And my friend's dad sent him a video, and all the cops, they're just pretending to be like NPCs. They're walking around, they're doing the like,
That's so cool.
and then like walking into walls.
Whereabouts is
and
this?
then it's in Barangaroo, like
Okay.
near the main, you know, where all the rich
Yeah,
people
yeah,
work.
yes,
I don't know.
yeah.
But
That's sick.
I think it's for like this whole weekend. They've just like, and
That's
it's
so
got big
cool.
Spider-Man
I
on it,
love that.
obviously,
Okay.
and it looks like
So not Halloween decorations.
prime marketing. Definitely so good.
Talking about marketing as well in games, the new Alan Wake 2 is coming out,
Yes.
right? And so I've never played the Alan Wake 1. It's free on the PlayStation Game Pass, but it's just so old, and you really feel it. Even though they remastered it, it's just like so old. But for marketing, they've put it into Fortnite, the whole game.
Yeah,
So
smart.
they've built it
So
in.
smart.
Fortnite event.
So it's like you can play like the whole game in like someone's built all the-
Fortnite verse.
in the bullet points of the game.
Yeah.
Like you can play it in like 10 hours in Fortnite though. So
Wow.
it's just
Cool.
like so smart for like opening up to a whole new
Yeah.
audience. You can play
Yeah.
like the costumes now dropped with like, you know,
Yeah.
Mike Myers and Alan Wake. So the new Alan Wake 2 is coming out and like so bloody cool. Like it's
It's a cool idea.
And yeah, like
Very
just
smart.
dropping it in for free. Like, yeah, I'll jump into Fortnite again.
Yeah.
Like
I'll get all
jump-
these kids addicted to my game.
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I thought that was pretty smart, and yeah, like this, I love like the Spider-Man, like real life sort of stuff. So we had Spider-Man and
Super Mario, which I feel like we've just been going on for so long today, but we have. It's meant to be.
Who gives a shit about
Shut up.
Super Mario?
It's reinventing
There's new
2D
power-ups, dude. Come on.
platformers. That like it has been so well received. I feel like I have to play it because I'm like, how can it be
You
different?
can't not play it.
How can it be so well received? Because I feel like I've played every platformer ever. Like they're all essentially the same thing. People are like, play it.
yeah,
You just have to do it.
Like I've heard so many good things. You got a 9 out of 10
Stop
on.
shaking your head.
Yeah, like fair enough. I actually get Ethan's point because like
Just play it.
for me,
I'll
like,
play it and I'll let you know.
the Mario Wii U game, I think it was just like, yeah, we're gonna everything in the backgrounds that are singing now, and everyone's singing along.
Mario
Yeah.
Maker?
There was Mario Maker as well.
The space one.
This is the next platformer one, right? This is the Mario Wonder is another just a genuine platformer. Is what it is, and then they brought out the Mario one where it's just like everyone's now 4-player, everyone can jump in. Yeah. But this one also...
This has got the 4-player.
It's got the 4-player, but I feel like, to me, those ones were just like a speedrun obstacle course. It was just about like how fast can you get through.
And there's just one person who's really good and everyone else is just floating in the bubbles.
Yeah. And you kind of like never died because you had enough people.
Exactly. So I'm just going to give you the bullet points of how it's revamped. Most notable to me is... They have like random NPC voice actors. So there's a little flower that'll pop up and just like talk to you every so often. Weird. Weird that weird.
That's
like
it. Let's keep
weird that we
in.
got that before like Pokemon got that. Anyway, won't get into it. I'm gonna write down. Okay. So we have diverse power-ups. I don't know what I'm talking about. The big thing is the Wonder Fruit or whatever it's called. Wonder Seed. Yeah. So you collect that, and in each different level, it just brings this whole... It's like you get to the end, you win, but if you get the Wonder Seed, you get like the second win.
Yeah, you get a bit
And
further.
it's like people are going for the Wonder Seed because it just completely changes the map. Shut up, Ethan.
So it does change. It does change the map.
It changes how you play the game. It either like in every level, apparently... it does something different.
Okay, so it's not just like get the 3 big coins.
Yeah. So there's one where you get the seed, all the piranha plants come out of their things, start chasing you. Like
so
another
there's like
one,
a trigger reaction to
another one, it'll like turn you into elephant. Another one, it'll turn you into Goomba. You can't jump anymore. Like that sort of thing. So it's just
and all the maps are like supposed to be really replayable. So you play it again, and there would be like you don't get the Wonder Seed, and there's like a whole different area to play.
Yeah.
And, like,
okay. Don't get bored straight.
And
very
then you play it
interesting.
again with like your new abilities. So I think in the other ones you had like Luigi's little like skip jump or like you'd have like a glide jump, and then like you sort of pick and choose your power ups that you go and take in the next level. And it's like exploring, re-explorability.
This one's one I'm definitely gonna play.
yeah.
awesome.
Definitely.
We're boring Ethan though. Ethan's
Team Mario. Team Mario.
We've lost
Ethan's
him.
like the
It's
guy on the
co-op,
bus.
Ethan. We can play it together. You can
guys
have the
have fun.
controller.
Yeah.
You can have the controller.
Yeah.
I'll do the mouse.
Oh, so smart.
That meme of like the guy on the bus that's like looking at like the wall and it's like just dark, and we're on the side of the bus.
We're
looking out,
going,
it's like,
yay.
We're Pedro Pascal, like loving life.
Yeah, you're Nick Cage. Anyway, games news: Oblivion and Fallout remasters rumored.
Yeah, no, we already mentioned.
Did
that,
we?
so yeah,
I wasn't listening.
That's okay.
New Halo in development.
Yeah, so new Halo, potentially being developed by Microsoft for. Yeah,
Just 'cause of that?
Just
Yeah,
revamping
love
it. Like
it.
very, very excitable news.
Rumored GTA TV show.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, like
What
What's
kind
it
of
gonna
show
be
is
about?
it? Is it like a life simulator?
Yeah, honestly,
Just
just
bring
like
out
bong
6.
rips. Just
Fucking make the game, dude.
Screw the show.
That's it.
Bring out 6.
And then we've just had the Blood Dragon TV show released today, also, which is the Far Cry Blood Dragon. Did anyone play that?
I'm gonna have to.
Very fun.
No,
I've never watched. I've never watched or
So
played
the
it.
show,
So I'm really
like first
excited.
episode came out today, or like the whole thing?
I think first episode
After watch it.
hectic, and then I put this in because this is just I love it. Not really games related, but Boy and the Heron, which is the new Studio Ghibli anime's kind of games, right? Shut up, Ethan. We had the
I mean,
English.
it's not. You can like
The
both.
English cast was revealed, and we have 2 Batmen. We have Robert
Have
Pattinson.
you seen the cast
No.
for the
Robert
Studio,
Pattinson.
Studio
Yeah,
Ghibli?
of course. Like Princess
So-
Mononoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
of
Exactly.
course.
My man.
Robert Pattinson, Christian Bale, Batista, Gemma Chan, Mark Hamill,
What
Florence
a cast.
Pugh, and
Florence
Willem
Pugh.
Dafoe.
Dude, this is
What a-
all stars.
This has to be.
cast.
This has to be like the first, like big people doing.
No,
Like
Christian
Studio
Bale
Ghibli.
was Hal.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's some of them are
He
coming
was,
back.
wasn't he?
He was Hal.
Yeah. And Willem Dafoe's done one before as well.
Yeah, but this is like
but
the
this
most
is
stacked.
like
I was
this
going to
is
say this is a cast.
This
Yeah,
is
this
like,
is
and this is meant to be
individual.
that he did Howl's Moving Castle Spirited Away. This director, because you know Studio Ghibli has had multiple directors. Earwig and the Witch. We won't talk about it, but this is meant to be his final one. So he's just going
I'm
hard.
so keen. Can we all go
I'm
watch
keen
the
as.
movie
Let's all go
together?
watch
Yeah,
it together.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Yeah, look, I feel like we've said so much today.
Has anyone finished their drink?
Oh, I thought it was just me. Sorry for screaming, but
Beautiful.
Delicious.
it was actually so good. Did everyone enjoy their beer?
Mine was lovely.
That was fun.
Mine was great. I'm so glad we swapped.
I'm glad we swapped as well.
Hell yeah.
Can we do this again?
Success.
100%.
I had
my
my
God.
doubts about the segment. This is casual. We're not cutting shit, but it's fine.
It's going out like this. No editing needed.
Yeah.
Straight out.
See you
Congrats to the
tomorrow.
people.
Yeah.
Love it.
What about all that racist stuff? Don't worry.
What about all the Channel 7 stuff?
Go
With it. Go with it.
Thanks for coming. This has been real casual. Thank you, Brody. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having me.
Jesse. See you next time.
Appreciate it.
Bye.